Welcome to What's the Deal, Ron Show, where we ask Ron, what's the deal? Our guest tonight is Ablack, aka Blizzy.
How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, y'all already know.
We appreciate her coming through. Ron is back in the house with us tonight. Now, before we go into our topics and we ask our guest, what's the deal? We like to ask Blizzy, what's the deal with her? And talk a little and give a little bit about herself tonight.
Well, first off, I just want to say it is a pleasure and an honor to be on the show with Mike Live, Ron, and y'all already know we're going to let y'all know what the real deal is. But before we get into all of that, I just want to say that basically I'm an upcoming artist. You know, I've been working on some material for quite some time, and I'm just about to blow over with it now. Me and my team, basically, we got some things lined up. I'm not going to go into too much detail about everything because, you can't really let people know too much about what you're doing nowadays. But I am going to tell y'all that it is serious. There's a lot of little trinkets and little properties that's involved, and we're just going to try to take off with it full throttle, and hopefully, if everything goes smooth, y'all gonna be hearing and seeing from me and my team in the next couple of months.
Let them know that next level is online.
Yeah, definitely. Go to SoundCloud, check out that next level early. Go to Reverb Nation, check out
Smoothie Guns featuring Ablack.
Smoothie on and Smoothie Guns and Ron, the whole team. We ain't know nothing about music, but he in the background somewhere. You can catch him on some of our videos.
He's definitely in the background.
So and everything like that. Give a shout out to everybody involved, Big P and all of that,
right.
And Mo Bangham, people who's definitely got an idea of what's going on, what we're doing.
We're gonna get to him in a minute. So
everything coincides basically with what we're talking about tonight because everything affects.
We want to talk about some topics that's serious and that what happens in our communities and around and it affects us and people around us. The show is based off of many different varieties of topics and issues. We will have a long series on this particular episode because we want to talk about many issues from the male and the female perspective, and we have a lot. So we're gonna kind of go breeze through the questions in this first episode. So the first thing that's happening is Baltimore. Now we know that the cops been charged, but there was a CVS incident where it was a riot incident. Now, what's the deal on that? Do you think that it's right? And we all know that when people riot, it's called the voice of the unheard. So a lot of people tell us that it's not right, and we hear it all the time on media. But how else can you get your point or your voice heard? What other way can we possibly do this without? What's most effective? You think that this is right or wrong, and it's not appropriate? But what else is? What can be a solution to this incident?
Boycotting all McDonald's, anything corporation. Don't buy any Jordans. Don't buy any McDonald's. Send a message out because the money you spend funds those corporations.
Right. So basically, what you're saying is, and I agree with you. The most effective way where we can have a real impact without causing violence is to not buy from the same companies and corporations that act like they are friends.
Exactly. What's that Public Enemy song? Shut them down. You gotta shut them down.
You cut the money off at the head, right?
That's right. Nike. You gotta. Nike.
I mean, it's not just that because at the end of the day, everything is tapped into everything. It would be basically like you would have to go back into being on the farmland and and living a real anarchy if you were going to do that. I would say a more immediate approach to the situation would be to talk about it like we are right now. talk about what's going on in our environment. Yes, take action and maybe not buy all these things that you say that these corporations are involved with, but all of these corporations are intertwined with each other. That's why all these companies are buying each other out. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
can't get away from it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we ourselves have to change first.
Yeah.
You know, Michael Jackson said, look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The man in the mirror. We can say what these people are doing, but what are we doing as a society?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Because
then-
we allowing this to happen, not just by buying these products.
Another issue
but, you know,
is
just by the way we live in.
another
How
issue
we
is
associate ourselves.
a couple of cops that was involved in the Freddie Gray incident. They have been charged, and as far as I know, they have been prosecuted and sentenced. But there are many cases like Tamir Rice and another young lady in Ohio where cases were was acquitted, and the state justified it by saying it was no wrongdoing. So, what I would like to ask both of you is this is a hard topic because it's all felt by us because we experience this on a regular basis. We gotta find a better way to get justice for our people in our communities, and I'm going to ask you what's the deal just in general as a question because there is no one solution to it, but I would like to know how you view what would be a solution to the problems that we face and our children are going to face with economic and the way society is going, because like we mentioned on the previous show is that it seems like we're going backwards in time now. So like the 1900s. So what's the deal on that issue? Do you think that we even got a chance? And I know we got a chance. I want to believe that. Is it possible? Because
I mean, honestly, the same way you're asking the question is the same way we as people have to ask ourselves and each other. You know, hey, listen, talk to your neighbor. Hey, listen, do you think that there's a better way to get justice or to find solutions to everyday problems than what we normally doing? You know? And listen to the responses. I mean, really pay attention to what people have to say. Get involved with people's personal lives. This is the only way that we can grow together as a society and become better. Because if I walk past my neighbor every day and then I get on this camera right here and I'm like, listen, we got to make the world a better place, what position am I really holding? I'm no different than the politicians going out there every day, vote for me, but I've never seen you step foot in my hood not one day. I never seen you live in my shoes not once. I never seen anything of you living in my kind of struggle. You know what I'm saying?
We all know when Obama first ran for presidency, and we talked about this many a times, and this is in my opinion a sad case because the man got up there and promised a lot, but what people were deceived on was what promises were you promising. The change can be good and it be bad. This is what, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can agree with me on the policies that have been passed. The changes have not been, not even just in black people's favor. It hasn't been in anybody's damn favor.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna give you my personal opinion about the whole situation. Like, I stand neutral to politics for the simple reason that as soon as I appoint somebody